everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. The lion. New man looks so fine. Kirk Cousins.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I am Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
Do 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 do. Let's talk football Sunday. Do 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 do. Let's talk football Sunday. Do 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 do. Let's talk football Sunday and Monday and Tuesday because COVID sucks.
Yes, that's for sure.
Let's talk football Sunday. Let's talk football Tuesday.
Yeah.
Let's talk football Tuesday, Monday, and Sunday. Because COVID sucks. Do, 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 do. Why not wish you a Merry Christmas? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo. That's Let's Talk Football. And welcome to Let's Talk Football Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. Hallelujah.
Hello.
On December 19th, less than a week away from Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. So hope everything is well. Hope you got your Christmas shopping done. And if you don't, well, you're like me. So hey, see you in the store, see you online and all that stuff. But listen, I am not here alone. I am here with a couple studs in the game, and they are here to talk football with me over here. You see this man, the man that runs late night. Okay, my guy. Big Nate Talk Podcast, Nathan Snell.
What's going on, y'all?
Yeah, buddy. And then
I
you
hear
see my
him.
guy from the windy city of Chicago. Where actually Kat is down there right now with her sister.
Oh, I gotta go find her. I gotta talk to her about you.
My guy, Mr. Nathan, or Mr. Nick, I want the smoke Rosario.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm actually getting this. I got the smoke yesterday from Jonathan Taylor. Talk about that later.
Hey, right. We definitely will.
It's football playoffs.
And I gotta see my guy. You see him with the Packers. Hey, the Packers shirt on. Yes, sir. Mr. Dylan Walls. What up, Dylan?
Hello.
Man, there he is.
We're happy to
wonder.
play against any of the Ravens starters today.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's
Who's gonna
playing.
play?
Nobody's playing.
That
Jimmy
seems
Smith,
to be a
corners
constant
out.
team.
Looks like
Who's gonna be on the field? Who
You'll
can
see
we
a couple
trust to
high school
show
college
up?
ball players. That's what you'll see.
Hey, you're gonna see a bunch of guys that have never played. But
You'll
look,
probably see me on the field.
hey, look,
They went from the
Washington.
Baltimore Ravens to the Baltimore Rejects.
whoa,
wow.
hey now.
Wow,
Dylan coming harsh on a Sunday morning.
Sunday with the guns ablazing.
It's a day of peace.
Telling you. Yeah, it's a day of peace, right? What happened to the love? Where is the love?
You're right. It's a day of peace and it's a day of patience. Stay woke. All right.
Stay woke.
Let's get into it. We talked about it in the green room, and one of the actually biggest games of this weekend, that Thursday night game. The Chiefs, the Chargers, a divisional game. The winner got to be the head of division, and the Chiefs pulled it out 34-28. Nathan, what did you think about this game real quick?
Analytics, we got to have like a really conversation about that because I don't think analytics works in some situations. I mean, I get what he was trying to do. I think before they went into halftime, they should have took the 3. But the Kansas City Chiefs showed that, all cylinders, that the Mahomes Kelsey connection is without a shot of the doubt the best in the league. Mm-hmm. The Chargers, they're still young and they're still developing, but I really felt like the Chargers should have won that game. To me, I thought that was a must win for them.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, I think, Nick, coming to you, I think this begs the question: are the Chiefs back?
No, I mean, I don't think they're 100% back. I think yes. Obviously, they won the game, so everybody's okay now. Look at the Chiefs. Yeah. Here they come storming back. That game was given to them on many levels. And if you watch the game, you saw that. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to go for it every fourth down we have and not take points. Again, I understand that you trust this and you trust your analytics and, You have people who do this stuff. Man, what happened to just playing football? What happened to trusting your gut? What happened to putting points on the board? Like, that's what bothers me. It's like, wait a minute. You left it potentially, 12 to 15 points in field goals on the board by going for it every time? And how did you lose? Oh, on one play over the middle of Travis Kelce, and that's it in overtime. Bye.
Where he stopped and turned around.
Right. Exactly. Game over.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm sorry. Like, you can say, okay, and again, we all talked about this. The Chiefs should win a division. We know all that. Are they back? I don't know. Because, again, the Chargers gave them that game. Yes, they were in it. I mean, obviously, you have to be in it to win it, right? But the fact is, I think if the Chargers had won that game, we'd be having a much different discussion this morning than are the Chiefs back.
Very true.
I'm still going to hold my judgment on that. Obviously, I still think they'll win the division just given what's happening. Unless Denver pulls up a nice 3-4 week left winning streak where they don't lose, I don't see anybody else but the Chiefs winning that division. So we'll see.
Yeah, Dabby said Bolter's second favorite team. They gave the game away. And look, like you said, yes, the Chiefs did what they needed to do, but at the same time, the Chargers gave them that game. There's a lot of situations where the Chargers should have put them away. And Colin, man, I mean, what do you think? I mean, the Chargers, for all intents and purposes, they look like the better team at times, but then they also you go for it on fourth down once or twice, and it's like, oh, you're edgy, you're unique. You start doing it over and over and over, it's just redundant. It's like, what are you doing now? Like,
you can't go for it like 4 or 5 times in fourth down. You need to get at least 3 points, 6 points on the board. Because if you lose a game in overtime and you are missing 15 points in field goals, then you have a big problem. Especially since it wasn't working.
Exactly. If it worked maybe once out of 2 or 3 times, like, okay, yeah. But if it's not working at all, it's like, all right, stop.
But I think the Chiefs are back. Chiefs are the 1 seed now in the AFC. I think that's just saying how bad the AFC really is, though. That team is pulling away. The AFC Championships is going to be who's going to lose to the NFC team in the Super Bowl.
Could be.
Okay. So I think the Chiefs are easily the best team in the AFC right now, especially because Patriots finally played a good defense, and Mac Jones looked like a rookie. I think that Mac Jones is getting a lot of unnecessary hype because he was playing teams like the Jets or the banged up Browns or the Titans who had like the top 5 corners out.
Very
true. I think the Chiefs are the best team in the AFC, and they're as close to being back as they will be this season.
As back as they will be. And I think it is on somebody else to step up. And as we saw, look, this was a divisional game. We know what happens in the divisional games. And the Chargers look to me like a team that is good. They're up and coming. They're ready to make that next step to the playoff elite, but they're just a couple steps away. And the Chiefs, it's by that muscle memory. They've been there before. They've been in tight spots. They were down 10 with, under 5 and to go in the Super Bowl, and they came back and won. So they know it's not over till it's over. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And I think it's going to be interesting going forward.
But I think you got to look at the coaching, though, in that game. As much as I understand the Chargers are still a young team, and they do need to overcome things like this. But when your coach is telling you we're going for it every time on fourth, of course you're going to go, yeah, coach, yeah, let's do it. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, the coach has to make those decisions too and be like, hey, maybe we just need to put some damn points on the board and let's get this game.
Especially when your defense is as banged up as they were with Derwin James.
Yeah, exactly.
Samuel hasn't played in a while, who's actually really good. So you need to help your defense more than they did.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yo, so we are going to go ahead and move on because Thursday night there was a game, and I love this time of the year because now there's games almost every day of the week now, especially this week with everything with COVID. There is literally a game almost every single day of the week. And Saturday, we've had one of our first installments of the Saturday games, and a game I call, man, ladies and gentlemen, the Colts, my Colts, beat the New England Patriots and stopped their run. They beat them 27-17. And I got to shout out the family, man, because back when the Colts were garbage, and I'm talking like right after Peyton left, okay, my nephew has been shouting their praises. When they got Luck, he was super excited. But even when they had Curtis Painter, he was still hyped for his Colts. I got to bring him in. My guy, yes, Beau-Ryan. What up,
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on?
How are you,
How are
man? Yo, so
Hey.
hey, you saw the game, man. You saw your boys coming out through, and look, I said it before the show. I already felt it because they're surging. But man, no, they shut down the Mac attack. What's going on? How you feeling about it?
Hey, it was looking real bad in that second half. We always come out and play a really strong first half. We got the block punt for a touchdown, got the early touchdown with Naheem Hines, and the defense was playing lights out. We had picked Mac Jones off twice in the first half. It was looking good, but we struggled in the second half a lot. So that's what I was really worried about. And Bill Belichick came out and fixed a lot of things and gave us a run for the money until Jonathan Taylor busted that game-winning touchdown.
Yeah.
Why do you guys think you struggle in the second half of the game?
I don't know, because I honestly feel like
Quarterback.
doing the first half worked so well, and then Frank Reich tried to like switch up a little bit from that. Like a part of our offense is we run a lot of RPOs a lot.
Quarterback.
And
He's
He's
Carson-
diving it. I like it.
yeah, Carson Wentz struggled.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
address that. Address the issues of your quarterback. Until
Address
he
the
wins
quarterback, sir. What was that? 5 for 12 for like 57 yards or something? Let's talk
Oh,
about
my
that,
goodness.
sir. Let's talk
It
about
was
this.
58 yards.
Oh, 58 yards. My apologies. I'm so sorry. I missed a yard.
Let's
I'm
go.
Mr. Carson Wentz. Sorry, I'm right there. To me, that was
Yeah.
the struggle, honestly, because again,
Yes.
I understand first half, you're right. Dominated the game, no issue. Belichick didn't know what the hell to do. But again, he's Belichick. He made his adjustments in the second half, and you guys were stopped cold. I thought you were going to somehow find a way to lose that game. But again, Mac Jones he started to come back, and then he failed when at the wrong time. And that's a rookie thing to do. I know everybody, again, I'm a big Mac Jones fan, but you have to come through when your team needs you most.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of those things that shows, a rookie quarterback still makes mistakes.
Right.
And as the comeback was happening and you saw it happening and you go, man, all they got to do is score here and it's 20-17 and that's it. I think, the Patriots had the momentum and had all that. Because think about it. Outside of that Naeem Hines, trick play first touchdown, you guys didn't score again on offense until that Jonathan Taylor third down. It was a 3rd and 7, and he breaks it for 60-something yards. If he doesn't make that play, you guys are still in trouble. So, again, I know Jonathan Taylor, phenomenal back, guys having a great year, MVP candidate, all that. He saved your bacon yesterday. But I'm telling you, man, this is why I say that this is what scares me about the Colts and their playoff future. It's Carson Wentz, man. I know you can run Jonathan Taylor till he's black and blue in the face and, whatever. That's fine. But, man, your quarterback has to step up and make plays when he needs to, and Carson doesn't always do that. That's the only thing that bothers me about the Colts. The defense has shown it can play well. Your running game is very solid. Even though Pittman got thrown out of the game for fighting with the corner from whatever happened there, but it's like Carson Wentz is the one thing that scares me about the Colts, and the only reason I don't 100% get behind them in a playoff run.
Yeah, he's just very inconsistent, to be honest. Like, he'll have great games and then he'll have like really mediocre games, and he needs to be somewhere in the middle as like a good game manager. We're not asking him to be Aaron Rodgers and throw the ball 40 times a game. We just need you to pick up those key third downs if it's 3rd and long.
Well, I will say coming into this season, I mean, his confidence was already shook after, how they treated him in Philadelphia, but I understand.
Bro, that was 3 years ago now. Come on, you can't keep using that as an excuse. I mean, I'm sorry. I understand there.
The issue will, at the end of the day, come down to Wentz and him making a decision, because once you go up against a coach like a Belichick, what he's going to do is he's going to take something away. We all thought he was going to take away Jonathan Taylor. What he took away was Wentz. And he said, if you make him bad enough, then the rest of it will fall into place. Jonathan Taylor obviously had the game that he had. He's been having that type of season. So I am optimistic about what's going to happen going forward. But to look real quick, I did have to shout out Daryl is watching, saying Jonathan Taylor is the man, my fantasy player of the year. Daryl, you are welcome.
Well,
Daryl beat me for the last game of the year to get himself to the playoffs. You are welcome, sir. All right, I'm glad
when
you
you
are
get
watching.
17 points on one play, sure.
Did you think
Like,
Michael
come
Pittman
on.
deserved to be ejected from the game last night?
I saw it and I watched it. I honestly think you have to eject both of them because of the way it went down. But I feel like there was some stuff beforehand that was off screen that they were like going back and forth with each other. But during the play, they definitely both deserve to be ejected.
Yeah. Now listen. Now
It
look.
got
So
chippy. It was
real
getting
quick,
chippy.
before we let you go, you got 3 more games left in the regular season. You got the Cardinals, you got the Raiders, and you got Jacksonville. What do you think going forward? And do you make that final playoff spot? I know we're in now projected, but what do you think?
I think we do make the playoffs, to be honest, because the Cardinals is going to be a tough game. That's going to come down to the wire probably. But the Raiders, they haven't looked as good in the beginning of the season. I think they're pretenders. I'm not even going to lie, because they always start off hot. They're always in conversations. Derek Carr's always having a phenomenal beginning of the season, and like, unfortunately, what happened with Henry Ruggs and Gruden, but like they fell off, and they're not really bouncing back from it. And then the Jaguars just fired their Urban Meyers, and they haven't really won any games. And we handled them last time we played them. So I'm confident we make the playoffs as like the 5th or 6th seed.
Okay. I can dig it. Well, look, man. Hey, I appreciate you hopping on here on this Sunday morning, brother. Hey, always good to see you, man. Always good to see you. Tell the family I say what's up, man.
Of course. See y'all later.
And we'll definitely see you
All
next
right,
time.
thanks for joining. Thanks for coming
Appreciate
on.
it, buddy. Yeah, buddy. So let's go ahead and move on to the 1:00 games. And Dylan, I'm coming to you first. We got a game that's going to be very interesting. The Bills are playing the Panthers. What do you think about this one, man?
So Panthers now have, I think they have Darnold back. I don't know if he's starting, but I know they have Darnold back. They acted him off. They have Cam Newton. They have PJ Walker. They said that they were gonna have like a 3 quarterback thing, like a running back quarterback. I don't know how that's gonna work. The Bills are coming off some awful, like an awful loss to the Patriots, and then game against the Buccaneers that they probably should have won if Stephon Diggs was getting the pass interference calls.
Yeah,
but that happened. They're on a 2-game lose streak. Panthers are just awful looking right now, but Bills are missing Emmanuel Sanders. Zach Moss is a healthy scratch again. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Matt Breida is now the new Zach Moss. But I think the Bills take this one, and it's not going to be that close either because the Panthers have not looked good for a while.
Yeah. The Panthers have been definitely struggling. I think them having multiple quarterbacks is similar to them having no quarterbacks because they don't necessarily want to go back to Darnold. They brought Cam back for a reason, but obviously they do not trust PJ Walker. So I think that's something that's going to be very interesting going forward. Nick, I'm coming to you next in a game that most likely will be a blowout, but we all have hope.
Yes.
Detroit plays Arizona. Now, Arizona is without DeAndre Hopkins, he's benched he's down for the rest of the year with the injury, but he says maybe he's hopeful to make go to the playoffs and play a little bit, but we'll see what happens. But what do you think of this one?
Well, I think it's good because they're getting Chase Edmonds back.
Yeah.
Right at the time when James Conner's playing as well, but he did hurt his ankle last week, and he's going to play, but it'll be good to get, I think, Edmonds back to kind of let them both carry the load this week against that, a weak Detroit team. I think it's the perfect week for him to be back and to be able to split time with Conner as he heals up from his ankle injury. Again, you don't have DeAndre Hopkins. So, Rondale Moore gets some more action in the passing game. Again, Detroit is not that great of a football team. We know that. This should be a no-brainer for any, as long as Kyler Murray doesn't self-destruct, this is a blowout, I think. Yeah. Arizona should beat them handily. Like I said, the committee running back should be fine. Connor always kind of gets the touchdowns, it seems. So maybe it'll be the case of Edmonds is the workhorse and Connor gets the glory again because, again, he's nursing that ankle. But we'll see what happens. But I think this should be an easy win for Arizona. Again, now is the time for them to get themselves healthy for that playoff push. Again, they're fighting for the number 1 spot with the Packers. So any victory, of course, is going to help in that regard. So, yeah, this should be an easy one. And we'll see what Arizona does, yeah?
Yeah.
Arizona by at least, 15 to 18, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. And I honestly, look, this is what you said. This is the reprieve. This is the rest before the storm, like you mentioned. Yeah, they got the Colts, who we had talked about more before. They got Dallas, who's obviously surging, and they got the Seahawks, who as of late have been playing well.
Have been playing a little bit better, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a divisional game, so that's definitely something that's going to be interesting going forward. So hopefully they can get this, but hopefully they don't overlook this because this is one of those games.
I really hope not. Because the loss is not what you need.
One possession.
One possession game.
Only one possession game.
I can see it. I can see it.
I think it's going to be another game-winning field goal by Matt Prater because I think Detroit's actually going to fight.
Let's go. I like it.
Well, there's an emerging receiver there in Detroit. Mr. Amon St. Brown has the last 2 weeks, man. He's had 12 targets and that. He's been playing better. Jared Goff found a new target for himself, so you never know, man.
And Hawkins is out for the year now.
Hawkinson is out.
And TJ is gone, so you got a weapon.
Whatever. I think he's done for the year.
I think you're right. I think TJ's done for the year,
yeah.
TJ's on IR. He's done for the year, but they don't know about this yet.
He's out with that one. He's out with that one. Yo, so Nathan, I'm moving on real quick. Nathan, I'm coming to a game that is a divisional game, the big game.
The Miami Dolphins.
Oh, wow.
That didn't take long.
Dolphins by 40.
Dolphins by 40?
Now think about it.
I'm about to say, I'll be the contrarian. I'm going against Dolphins on this.
Well, it's not that, but here's the thing. Okay, look, here's the important part to remember here. They're going for their 6th straight win, right? Dolphins are going for number 6. The Jets are getting now. Again, I'm not saying this is like getting a Chase Edmonds back, but the Jets do get Michael Carter back. And I think that could play well into this. If the Jets can control somehow that line of scrimmage and get that running game going and waste some clock, keeping 2. Remember, Waddell's not playing. He's on the COVID list, which really hurt my fantasy team as well this week, just saying. But with Waddell out, man, that's a big weapon for Tua. So somebody else is going to have to step up and really take, Myles Gaskin maybe in the backfield, which
Myles Gaskin outside COVID, I think.
He's back. He's activated.
He's activated. Yeah, I was going to say. I didn't see that. I know he's playing. But I'm just saying. So I don't know. I think this game is going to be a lot closer than most people think. Do I pick a Jets victory? That's a tough one. It's always hard to pick a Jets victory. I will say I think this, for you, Mr. Dylan Walsh, this will be a one-possession game possibly. But maybe the Dolphins squeak one out here. But don't count out the Jets this week with Michael Carter coming back. Let's see what they do there.
We shall see.
Remember, it is the Dolphins. I know they've won 5 in a row, but man, they always seem to, right at the time where they need to do something, they don't.
I don't think in this one they're gonna do that. Hopefully, well, actually, I hope they won't do that. Because Waddle is out. Shout out to Thabby who saying fins up. He let us know on Let's Talk Football that Waddle is out for this game. So
I know
that's
it's
gonna
on
be
my
very
fantasy team. That's a hit to me.
Yeah, so I will go ahead and move along. Dallas is playing New York today. I don't even know if Daniel Jones is playing, honestly. Actually,
he's not. He's
he's out. Right. He's out. You got the likes of Mike Glennon. You got the likes of Jake Fromm. That quarterback, you don't really have anything you could really lean on out there. Barkley is back, but he's not back. You know what I mean? He's only back in name. He really has been struggling this year.
But back, right.
Really been hard to watch.
Booker is actually the leading rusher in New York this year. So,
yes,
you've seen the issues with Galladay and all that stuff. Look, Dallas should win this game easily. I hope they lose, obviously, but they should.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just being very honest with you.
I think,
but division game, as you said, division game.
What you say? What'd you say, Dylan?
I think Trayvon Diggs ties the interception record in the game.
Ooh, yeah.
Four.
It could happen. Look, and it's funny because if you look at the defensive player of the year, if you look at the top 5, Micah I think is number 2 right now.
Yeah,
and then Trayvon Diggs is number 5. You know what I mean? So you saw what they did to us last week. So I got to get off Dallas. I'm not talking about them anymore. Dylan, I'm coming to you talking about your family's team. Tennessee is playing the Pittsburgh Steelers, a must-win for the Steelers.
Yeah, the Steelers have to make the playoffs. They have to win out.
Yeah.
And they have Tennessee. They have
right.
Kansas City.
So.
They have Cleveland, and they have Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like a 0 chance they win all 4 of those games. I think this game is definitely winnable with Joe Hayden coming back, even though I think he's on a snap count.
Yeah.
And AJ Brown out. Derrick Henry obviously out. He's not going to be back till week 18.
Yeah.
The end of the year.
TJ Watt is back for the Steelers after missing like the half of Vikings game. And then the Pittsburgh have decent momentum after nearly coming back from Kansas City. If they had a better chance if Claypool knew to not celebrate a 2-minute drill.
Always.
Never get.
Claypool the diva. They're all divas over there. That's just what it is.
That's what the Steelers do.
They breed divas. Yeah, and Bud Dupree,
They breed divas.
Yeah.
That's funny.
For Tennessee.
You, me, and Bud Dupree.
I mean, hey, this is gonna be a good one. Hopefully, hey, we'll see what happens. Who do you think the Steelers can pull it out?
I think the Steelers. It's gonna be very, very close. It's gonna be within 3 points, I think. But I think Tennessee barely wins. Just because Steelers are just.
Some of Big Ben's magic. See some of Big Ben's magic. All right, Nick, I'm coming to you, and I know you got a lot to talk about on this one because this is also the story of the week. And fitting they're playing Houston because 2 disastrous organizations going together.
Oh, yes.
Toilet
Absolutely.
bowl. Urban Meyer just gets fired. We've seen all the stuff. Nick, take it away, sir.
Boy, does this really surprise anyone, though? I mean, Urban was having such a horrible year, even outside of the football side of it. Like, how long before Mr. Khan said, yeah, that's enough of you, pal? And we all saw that it happened. So, yeah, Jacksonville, and I'm glad they did it because I don't think, I think you have a lot of weapons there for next year, especially with, getting another year for Trevor Lawrence. Etienne will be back from injury. You got some pieces there, James Robinson. You got some other things that are cooking there.
Yeah, James Robinson won't get benched for no reason anymore.
Right, there you go. They're a young team. So hopefully you get a coach who can take these young guys and actually mold and shape them, who isn't a college coach who's got a big ego. So I'm glad they got rid of Urban Meyer. I'm not sure why they hired him in the first place.
But I think it was a publicity stunt. I mean, don't you think?
Come on, man. Sure. But still, you this is the NFL, man. You can't be doing crap like that. I don't care who you are, what you.
I agree.
It's just as bad as the Bears bungling what they're doing with our coach. I mean, like, you can't do that, man. You got to get it. You got to get someone in here who actually knows football. Not that he doesn't know football, but I'm saying that is really committed to taking a team, shaping it, molding it, and becoming a winner. And not a guy who's handed college players every year because he's at a prestigious university where you get the top players automatically.
Right.
People just flock to your school. It's not like you have to do that much work. Jeez.
Right.
But anyway,
and that's what they were saying. That's what they were saying. He had to put in actual work.
No, right. He actually had to do stuff now, and it's like, oh, look what happened, Urban. You got exposed. Yeah, great. But obviously, I like Houston in this game, of course, even though they're playing Davis Mills with the kid. You know what? The kid is doing his best to develop himself as a rookie quarterback, and he's done okay for himself.
The best thing since David Carr.
Is that another one? Stay woke.
I think Matt Schaub was that.
There you go. But I like Houston in this game, obviously, for a lot of those reasons. Brandon Cooks could have a big game because Davis Mills likes him as a target. So, yeah, I'll go with Houston just to say by 7.
Nice.
We'll give him a touchdown.
All right. Moving on, Nathan, I'm coming to you. We're going to start with the 4:00 games and a game that our buddy Dylan Walsh is actually going to and directly to you.
Next.
Green Bay is going to lose to the Baltimore. I guarantee. That's for you, Nathan.
I guarantee.
Well, we all know Mr. Tyler Huntley stepping in there for Mr. LJ, who's still recovering from a sprained ankle.
Oh, yeah.
We lost a couple. Calais Campbell's not playing. Ben Powers is not playing. Patrick Ricard's not playing.
Sammy Watkins not playing.
Yeah, Jimmy Smith's not playing. Jimmy Smith just got added to the COVID list.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we're down to
Jimmy Smith is inactive.
So we're down, guys.
To be honest, I didn't even know Jimmy Smith still played until like today.
He said, I didn't even know.
Yeah, no, for all intended purposes, Mr. Fractured Toe and should win this game. For all intended purposes.
I like how we refer to players by their nickname by now.
Oh, of course, man. We got to.
It's
chippy, man. It's getting to the end of the year. You know how that goes.
But yeah, the Ravens, they have they have their top 3 running backs out at the start of the year.
Yep.
They have Marquise Brown. They don't have Sammy Watkins. They have Bateman though, who's back. He missed a couple games.
You got to give him the ball, though. You got to give him the ball.
Yeah, and they have Mark Andrews.
That
who's
makes
having
it very difficult today.
Now, Nathan, I do have to say, Huntley, in every time that he's had to come in, he doesn't look bad.
No, he actually doesn't. You know, it's one thing I've noticed, particularly when we that performance against Cleveland, his ability to read the cover zero blitz. He got rid of the ball really quick. I'm still mad. Greg Roman's got to really make the adjustments. I just don't understand how you just don't audible. With cover zero.
You have one of the fastest receivers in the league, and they're running man on man.
Exactly.
You can max protect and then just send them deep, send them on a slant, and it's
exactly
yardage.
Yeah.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Thank you, Dylan. It's the like. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I think we still got Marquise. Marquise had an illness, so I don't know how he's going to really look. And we still got Devontae Freeman. I see the Ravens putting up at least 21, 24 points.
Okay.
Oh wow!
Okay.
He just quad injury during warmups.
Who?
Panthers have no kicker.
Yeah, Zane Gonzalez is out.
Yeah,
Zane Gonzalez hurt himself during warmups. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. So if you have Zane Gonzalez, take him out.
Wow.
Wait, I know you gotta check him out.
Wow. Yeah, wait. Hey, we all got to go check. Well, actually, in most of my leagues, I don't have to check. Yo, moving on.
Kicker check.
Oh, good.
Moving on. I have to hit the next game on this list, which actually I think might be the most underrated, one of the best games of the week. Cincinnati playing Denver. Both of them definitely in dire need of a victory this week. Both are 7-6.
Yeah.
In that playoff hunt right now.
Ever since I played that Vic Fangio clip, Sean, they've actually played better.
Right. They have been a lot better. Look, Denver somehow is getting done. Teddy Two Gloves, I like to see him to succeed. He's playing against your guy, Mr. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, one of the best tandems, which I didn't know. One of the best tandems since Andy Dalton and AJ Green. We forget how good they were.
Yeah.
There you go.
AJ Green and Andy Dalton were
that's the thing. They won in the regular season. They just never won in the playoffs.
But they kept getting there.
They were great in the regular season.
Marvin, they had them in the playoffs every year.
Andy Dalton and AJ Green were another version of Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson. Stay woke.
Yeah, but who are you playing though? It's just like you guys going to the playoffs and then always having the Packers. If you're always playing, they play in the Super Bowl Steelers and the Ravens. You know what I mean? So if you can have a good team, but if they are,
they had a good team, but they couldn't get over the hump.
I think that's similar to the Chargers. I think that's similar to the Chargers. Well, in this game, honestly, Cincinnati needs to get this W, and it's really going to be interesting because both of these teams are in desperate need of a victory at this time of the year. Cincinnati cannot afford to lose another game with all the teams like in the AFC North that are making the move. The Browns trying to get a W. We don't know if they're even going to field enough players to play. The Steelers, we know they got a must-win game, and then Baltimore also in a must-win, but they can really get some serious ground in here. And Denver, look, Denver needs every bit of help they can get because the Chiefs are surging past. The Raiders are helping them out with some losses, but the Chargers, they also help with the loss, but Denver needs to get this W. So this, I think, is gonna be a good one. But I think it's gonna be 27-24 Cincinnati game here.
You get a good
Denver's
look at
really
Yeah. So
Denver's really set up for like the future because Javonte Williams looks like probably the best rookie running back at this second.
Oh yeah. With
Pat
Melvin
Surtain
helping
is
out.
corner.
Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton.
Yeah. And then they
Patrick's
like a
on
quarterback in if they get a quarterback in this draft, they're probably like building like a playoff like decade of making.
You mean like the kid from Alabama who won a Heisman?
He's a freshman though, so they can't get him.
Yeah.
No, I know.
He's probably still need a couple more years to get out. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
He won a Heisman
because every team is on the cusp. They need a quarterback away. And the story, I think the real story in this, before we move on, the real story is going to be the sad tales of Teddy Bridgewater. How he always gets bounced around different teams, and he succeeds. He does a little well, but he's always a bridesmaid, never the bride type deal.
That is correct.
You know what I mean? So I'm coming to you, Dylan, right now. The Atlanta Falcons and the 49ers, and both teams are in the hunt. What's up?
Yeah, Falcons are tied for the 7th seed with Washington and other teams like the Eagles and that. They are like negative 100 in point differential, and they're somehow pretty good. Cordell Patterson was like the best free agency signing. He's carrying my
Corduroy. He is the best free agency signing this year for what he's done.
He's pretty great.
Yeah,
his team wouldn't be where they were without him.
Niners. I think if the Niners win this game, they pretty much clinch a playoff spot with how bad like all the other teams in the NFC are. All losing records. And I think the Niners win this, and I think it's going to be a pretty like easy win, even with Elijah out.
I could definitely see it happening.
Jimmy G is
I
going to
think
show
that
up
begs
this
the
week.
question, Dylan. What do you think of is Jimmy G? Is he break away as the main guy? I mean, we know about the injuries.
I think Jimmy G gets traded after this season. I think they already said that they're going to trade him after the season.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get traded to the Steelers, to be honest.
Really?
Wow. I never thought about that. That'd be interesting.
Class.
There's an interesting one, right?
That would be definitely interesting trade. Got to shout out those that are watching. What up, Wendy? Saying hello, Sean. What is going on?
Oh, hello, Wendy.
So that is definitely a game to watch. Yo, but I am going to you, Nick, now for the Sunday night game, the Sunday night football game. The Saints, with a quarterback carousel, are playing the touchdown master, over 700 touchdown thrower, Mr. Tom Brady,
Mr. Dimplechin.
Yes,
sir. What do you think about this,
Mr. Chin Dimple? Well, here's the thing. There was an interesting fact. I don't know if you boys are aware of this. This potentially could be the only time that Mr. Brady has lost to a team 4 times in a row. The problem is that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because the Saints, are so just there's nobody to play in this game. I mean, they only they've got Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill. It's
going to be Taysom Hill throwing to Taysom Hill, being blocked by Taysom Hill.
Right, exactly. And with a spot by Alvin Kamara every now and again. But that's all they have. And I just don't think that's enough. Sorry, that's not enough to overcome Tom Brady in that offense, or even the Tampa Bay defense. Like it's going to be again. Yeah, that when I heard that kind of made me question too. But yeah, this would be the first time that Brady's ever lost to a team 4 times in a row.
Yeah,
but again, it doesn't.
He's had trouble with
it.
Them.
Doesn't look like him.
Yeah, the Saints don't even have their head coach.
Right, but the Saints have and Sean Payton is not there either. He's got COVID. So you got, one of the assistants is stepping up as the head coach. This just looks disastrous for the Saints at a really bad time because again, they're technically in the hunt as well, but you got to take on a Tampa Bay team with pretty much nothing. So yeah, unfortunately, as much as I know Sean would love another Tom Brady loss so he could play his trophy throwing video for the Super Bowl.
Actually,
It's
hey,
over.
whatever. The more wins
listen.
he gets, the better it is for us because we beat them. So it's kind of like, yeah, keep winning. We can say we beat the champs again.
I mean, I know you like that, right? I know you like that, Sean. As long as your Washington team finds a way to keep winning, but I don't know. You guys are without Heineke this week, so who knows what's going to happen?
No, I'm saying keep.
But,
I want Tampa Bay to keep winning because then it shows that we beat Tampa Bay and they won.
I know. I got you.
Washington starting to play.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Washington.
Right. Oh, you're just talking about in general. I got you. Yeah. But so for that reason, obviously the Buccaneers should win this game handily. I could see at least a 2-touchdown victory here for Mr. Brady and company. Just too many weapons, too many things going on there. And listen to this guy. What was the one time where Houston got upset? Was it Arizona? The 1 week Dylan
the Texans Arizona.
The Texans are going to be here. So he's like, I'm calling it now. Okay, Dylan. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, bro. Are you saying Saints get the fourth in a row?
I think the Saints.
That's what he's saying. He's saying the Saints.
Wow, that's craziness.
Win the game. Look at this guy.
We'll see it just happens.
Look at the Look at the
stones
on this boy.
This comment's for Nathan. The Packers will be 11-3 over the Ravens today. Yeah,
that's Wendy.
That's Wendy. Oh yeah.
Is that Wendy? Is that Wendy?
I already knew.
I can't.
Yes,
I can't see
Packer
it says Facebook user.
Yeah, it's Wendy. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it never says Wendy. It says Facebook user, right?
So,
Wendy, we know your team is good. Wait till the championship game when you lose again. Don't worry. 1-5.
Nathan, I'm coming to you on this one, talking about the first Monday night football game of this week, or actually, no, technically it'd be the second.
The second one.
It'd be the second, but the original Monday night football game of this week. The Minnesota Vikings, who love to keep the game close to the very end, are playing the Let's Get Nagy Out of Town Bears. What do you think, Nathan?
Oh, this is the who's going to get fired first bowl game.
Oh. Zimmer or Nagy?
For all intended and purposes, the Minnesota Vikings should win this game. I will give the Bears this credit though. In the first half against Green Bay, they looked pretty good. I think Justin Fields did his thing. It just in the second half they just
played Aaron Rodgers. So
yeah.
But now also remember the Vikings are also the last time I believe they played, they lost to the Lions.
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. And almost blew a lead against Pittsburgh.
Exactly.
So I don't know what to expect. I predict this game is going to overtime. And the Vikings are going to win by 3. 35-31.
35-31. At 4, I can dig it.
And overtime.
Wait.
No. Bears. I'm calling a Bears victory right now. That's it. The Bears are going to pull one out. They're going to pull one out. Justin Fields is going to have a good game. Minnesota's going to explode like they normally do, and then Dylan's going to go to the Green Bay game and be happy. So,
I think the Bears win. Kirk Cousins doesn't know what a primetime game is still.
That's right. He never has.
Never
has.
Matthew Smith undercover says,
yeah.
So hey, one of the biggest things that has come out. Yeah, I'm eager to see this game because these are always divisional games. I always enjoy watching those. Oh, it still says 1 o'clock, so I bet those are the 4 o'clock games that we just passed. Boop.
Yeah,
get to that one. Let me see. So, one of the things that has fully affected him, unless you're under a rock, you understand you've been affected by it. I was directly affected by it. COVID is still fully around here. It's really running rampant. We know about the new variant. There was a Delta announced, Omicron. So it is definitely still around. It's definitely still doing damage. David Wright, host of Let's Talk Fantasy Football, he contracted it. Hopefully he's doing a little bit better. I know a bunch of people have gotten it. So it's It's rough, ladies and gentlemen. It's still around. It's definitely still around.
Yes,
Wanted to talk about out now in the NFL how these games now are being moved around. And like we said, there's a Monday night game in Minnesota and Chicago. But Dylan, I'm coming to you. The first Monday night game is Cleveland and Las Vegas, and that got moved to Monday. And that question was who's going to even be in the game?
Yeah. So, Case Keenum out COVID. Baker Mayfield out COVID. They have Nick Mullins, who is this the name you always seem to hear. He's like the third most passing yards in his first 7 games, and then just stopped being like a human, I guess. They still have Nick Chubb. Kareem Hunt's out. They have Dearness Johnson, who is really, really good. Jarvis Landry got a touchdown for the first time since I think week 2 or week 3 last week, so he's starting to find himself. Donovan Peoples-Jones was like a very big 6th round steal from last year. He's been good deep threat. He's filled the Odell Beckham role. But they don't really have many players. They have Myles Garrett on defense still. They have Denzel Ward, but they're losing a lot of their starters to COVID. Yeah. And the Vegas hasn't even been affected by it that much.
Yeah. But now we already know all the issues Vegas has had going on throughout the year. But
Vegas has other issues.
Carr is still dominating, and Renfro is still having a heck of a season.
I love the picture of Hunter Renfro next to DK Metcalf, and it's like, which one do you think has more receiving yards this year? Right. Renfro's so skinny.
Wait, hey, Renfro is getting it done, but definitely, I think that running game, and especially without Waller being hurt, Burrow has tried to do the best he can, but he's no Waller.
I think Cleveland still wins even with a third-string quarterbacks. They're going to pull Patriots, throw the ball 3 times, and just run it to Chubb and Dearness.
I can see it. Hey, they have the right guys to do it with, so let's do it. Let's do it. Yo, hey, moving on from that, coming to you, Nicholas, one of the 2 Tuesday night games that's out there. The Seattle Seahawks are playing the LA Rams in a game that got moved to Tuesday night at 7 p.m. What do you think about this one, man?
Well, again, divisional game. So these, like you said, no matter what, these are always played pretty tightly. But I gotta think the Rams realize how important it is for them, for their seeding for these playoffs, and how important it is for them to kind of prove that they're much better than they've looked lately. And I just feel like Stafford. I mean, again, Cooper Kupp's probably one of the number 1 receiver in football right now, outside of Devontae Adams. I mean, you got weapons. You got Van Jefferson. You got, you have a defense that is solid. I mean, the Rams should not be losing. Some of the games they've lost here, they just shouldn't have lost. Right. But now's your chance to, again, get another division win, get another win for the conference, improve your seeding here in the playoffs. I just think this is a must-win for the Rams to look good and progress their season forward. I mean, I'm going to take the Rams in this game anyways. I was going to. But, yeah, I just think this is the Rams' time to really show that they belong here and that they're going to be a serious threat come the playoffs.
Are you at all worried about Russell Wilson and how well he's been playing recently?
I mean, Russ has been playing better, no doubt. But, again, unfortunately, I think it's a little too late for Seattle. Yeah. And so whether or not –
I'm just saying as far as this game.
Yeah. No, but, I mean, Russell's going to always play. Russell's a gamer. He's not just going to lay down. He's not going to quit. We know all that. But again, he's got to get the ball to his playmakers. And let's be honest, Metcalf has had a down year for whatever reasons that's happened, even with Russell. Even when Russell was in there. Well, okay, but again, and that was the reverse of the last time, right? The year before it was Lockett. Then the next year was Metcalf. Now it's back to Lockett. So
Lockett's always been balling. He's always been consistent.
Right, but the last year when Metcalf took off, Lockett took a back seat. Let's be honest. His numbers were nowhere near what they are. He did.
Took off I don't know if he took off.
He did, bro. Metcalf had a great year last year. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and Lockett did too. It was just undershadowed
tremendously. But still, again, you got to be, bro, right? What do we always talk about? You need consistency. You don't need 1 year where one guy and another guy drops up. Then the next year,
if my production goes down slightly because the other guy is doing that much better, it doesn't mean I had a bad year.
No, it wasn't slightly. I guarantee you it wasn't slightly. Go check the numbers for last year. It wasn't that slightly. There was a big dip for Lockett last year.
Okay.
You're good. See, my stat guy's gonna come through for me. Stat boy, tell him the truth.
There it
Tell
is.
him what's up.
There it is.
Tell him.
Yeah.
Tell Sean Spencer, Mr. Washington.
Lockett has been the guy for several years, and he always has been that.
Tyler Lockett last year had 1,000 yards and 100 catches for 10 touchdowns.
There you go.
And let me check what Metcalf had.
But what did DJ Metcalf have?
Now, is that a down year though? 1,000 yards, 100 catches, regardless of what regardless of what Metcalf had. Regardless.
Yes, Metcalf had same touchdowns, 300 more yards, and 17 less catches.
So actually, he had
83 for 1,000.
Now go to the year.
That's last year.
Go to the year before and see what Lockett had.
Is that this year or last year?
That's last year.
That was last year. Last
Now
year
go
was
to the
Metcalf.
year before that and see what Lockett had.
Lockett the year before. Was it? I'm trying to find it. Give me a sec. Lockett the year before of Metcalf had literally the exact same stats: 82 catches per 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Consistent.
He's had over 1,000 yards in 3 straight seasons, where Metcalf was there the 3 seasons.
So I was right.
So
I thought it was much. I thought it was much less than that.
I think he's one of the. When we always look at Devontae and Aaron Rodgers and Hill and Mahomes. I think Lockett and Russ healthy is one of the most underrated duos in the league.
mean, yeah, you saw how Lockett
down.
was so bad with Geno Smith.
Yeah,
Like Geno Smith could not hit Lockett at all.
and it's a weird connection because, like you said, nobody else could work with Lockett that well.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. But going into the last game, the very last game of the weekend, and Nathan, I'm coming to you. Washington versus Philly got moved to Sunday. 4 of our defensive linemen have gotten reactivated to play. So, and we're looking to see right now. We're without
Heineke and Allen,
and without Kyle Allen. They're hoping Allen might be ready, but right now we got Jay Taumu. We have Kyle Shermer, and we have who's the other guy?
Gilbert.
Gary Gilbert. Yes.
Gary Gilbert's going to start.
So yeah,
And your center is the 5th string center was working as a male model before he got called up for the Redskins.
There it
football
is.
team.
There it is.
Yes.
And ladies and
That's
gentlemen,
hilarious. Male model.
on Monday I will be going into a live. I got to get my physical so I can try out for the practice squad.
Oh,
Yep. Same here.
Snapper. All right.
why not?
To start like a
Might as
600-pound
well,
man
bro.
at center. See what
Right.
happens.
Yo, so Nathan, what do you think, man? What do you think about this one?
Well, you pretty much hit it on the head. We don't really know who's going to be available to play Tuesday. Philadelphia, for all intended purposes, they were a little mad that the game has been postponed. I mean, I get it. You know, kind of. I think with the whole moving of the games, I was kind of surprised the league went that approach with it. I believe with McKissick's not playing because of concussion. McLaurin's not playing because he's in concussion protocol as well. So I do expect AG to have a better
I thought
game.
McLaurin was still. They're going to play.
They say he was. They didn't say if he was
They say it's questionable.
questionable.
Yeah, he might.
Right?
He might definitely get
They're
in.
trying to get him to play. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
So I mean, I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be Washington 30-27.
I think Philly wins this game just because of how bad Gary Gilbert is.
That's what I was saying. Like we've barely scored 17 points in like most of the games this year. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to get up to 30.
Well, this is a divisional rival, and you know when you play a divisional rival, things unexpected happens.
Respect. Right now on the matchup predictor on ESPN, it has Philly at a 70.6 chance to win, and us at a 29.2 chance to win.
Oh,
Is that with Jalen Hurts not
there you go.
playing or not playing?
That's what not. It says Jalen Hurts or Gardner Minshew. Doesn't matter.
Or Gardner. Look at him. They've given Gardner the respect. So there you go.
Now, if Gardner plays, I'd actually be kind of more worried. Now, Jalen Hurts is going to run all over us, but Gardner can actually pick us apart But our defense has a lot of people missed this in the game that we played against Dallas because it got so ugly so quickly. Our defense actually held Dak to one touchdown. They had they were Dallas was 1 of 6 in the red zone.
They had 2 interceptions.
Right, they had 2 interceptions on them. Our D honestly shut it down. They drove down the field, but we was bend but don't break. Look, there was a photo I had of Dak where he's just looking like what happened? You know what I mean? We really shocked them, but their defense, credit to them, is out of this world right now, and they're playing great. So
yeah, give the defense credit. It's just offensively, I think still gotta. I don't know. I think next year, I think there's an idea, Sean. I think you can agree with me. I think there's what Washington needs. Like going forward, I don't think Heineke is a long-term option. I hate to say that. I hate for them to draft a quarterback and he's gonna learn the system.
But even more than that, though, it's hard for us to evaluate the quarterback if we're always playing with a mismatched line.
Yeah, that too.
Receiver core. Number one thing we need right now is health. We just need to figure out what it is. And honestly, look, we already know why we're not healthy. Our head trainer and our head assistant trainer are out because they're under investigation by the FBI.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, we've already had Trent Williams back in 2018 exposed us for all of our trainer issues. So, look, this is all stuff. The 4-0 was great, but it was fool's gold because you knew we had big holes that we needed to address. So,
it showed. Yeah.
We'll see what happens today or on Tuesday. Not today.
I do expect Cam Sims, though, to have a big game.
That'll be great. It'll be great. I just hope we see McKissick back, to be honest with you. Hopefully see McKissick back. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, it is 1:03 right now on my clock. The games have started, so we're going to let you go and get back to your games. One more thing we want to say before we meet with you again. It will already be past, so Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Hope that you have a great time. Hopefully you get to see family. You guys do anything special for this Christmas season?
I just have family coming over from Pennsylvania.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, nice. That's nice. We'll see. It's I've had some COVID issues in my family, so we're not. Christmas is kind of a question mark right now. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully everybody will be healed up by then and get some negative tests going. I myself sweated out a COVID test this week, so I am negative. Thank the Lord.
Nice.
So
Amen.
We'll go from there, but hopefully Christmas will happen.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I know that feeling. Missing on Thanksgiving.
Everybody be well. Yeah.
So I get that feeling for sure. I'm definitely
want everybody to be well.
Yeah, Nathan, what you got, man?
No, it's just staying local, just chilling with the family. Nothing special. Do a little cooking here and there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, definitely be checking out my guy, Mr. Nathan Snell, host of Nate Talk podcast. He will definitely be going live. Wednesday or?
It'll probably be after the Seahawks and Ram game
on Tuesday night.
Yeah, because my goal is to try to do it Tuesdays and Fridays, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
That's trying to get it packed down like that way.
Okay.
Good. I like that. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will let you go. We hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. Hope you get everywhere safely and stay safe. Dylan, shout out to you. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you have fun at the game. Hopefully
Thank you.
Your team wins.
I like our chances right now.
Right, I do too. Hey, for myself, Mr. Sean Spencer, the host of Big Nate's Talk podcast, my guy Nathan Snell.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you.
One of the hosts of Let's Talk Football, the Roundtable, Mr. Nick, I Want to Smoke Rosario. And my guy, Mr. Dylan
Thank you,
Walsh.
sir. Appreciate you as always. Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys. Yo, glad we could be with you. See you next time.
Merry Christmas.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The Lions. The Lions.
this. All right. I am Janae Struthers.